traditionally venture capitalists like yourselves haven't been that keen on investing in content production companies. Traditional media business models, you've much preferred technology platforms. But increasingly it seems like companies like Vox and Buzzfeed are raising significant amounts of money from venture capital funds. Why is that? And do you two see opportunities in content companies, or are you sort of steering clear?
Look, I mean, I think Eileen pointed to a new reality, which, you now have 3 billion people with smartphones in the world. Smartphones are effectively high-end media production devices. They take HD video, they have great quality sound, they have a suite of post-production tools in the App Store that are either free or almost free, and they have built-in distribution with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and now Messenger. So, just in the palm of your hand, you can capture high-quality media and instantly distribute it to, if it's Messenger, 600 million monthly actives. There isn't a media platform, traditional media platform on the planet, that allows you to do that. The reach of even the largest traditional news organizations is in the sort of the low hundreds of millions.
Eileen, what about you? Are you sort of willing to go into funding content companies?
Yeah, I think like you said, traditionally or historically, venture capitalists have probably stayed away from classic media or classic content because we'd like to think as venture capitalists that we're investing in technologies at scale and in sort of markets that are going to scale. And traditionally publishing or media was predominantly advertising based, so it wasn't necessarily something that you'd create something and then it would be monetizable at scale. But as Saul was really pointing out, the definition of content and what's being produced these days is different now. So we'd probably still stay away from a classic news organization, I would wager, or at least we would at Passion Capital. But I think, as Saul was pointing out, there are other ways to engage with audiences and there are other ways to monetize creating original content. We have actually invested in certain niches. So for example, we've invested in Car Throttle, which is now the #3 sort of auto enthusiast site in the world. It has about 10 times the engagement on social media channels than something like Top Gear, even before Jeremy Clarkson such a way. And so I think if you can look for areas, whether it's different types of content or it's games and other types of engagement or niches and subject areas where you can get scale because of social media or other ways of interacting, I do think that's interesting and I do think people will invest in those.